No, I'm here for you. Powerful words, a powerful sentence to say to someone who's feeling really depressed and is experiencing a really dark time. I'm Chantal, holistic counselor and Akashic record reader here at Unfold Your Freedom. And I really wanted to talk to you about finding the right words to support someone who is depressed, having just recently had my own experience and realizing the conversation is not there. We don't know how to talk about it because we don't. You don't know what you don't know until you do. And we often hide that, or not often, I know we do hide it from others. And we therefore don't know how to support someone when they're in those deep, deep experiences, okay? So I have already talked about what is depression in my first one. Second one was coping strategies. Third one is how to support someone. And of course, this one is how to find the right words. Let's get started. The most important thing you can do when someone is depressed is listen to them. Listen to them without the need to fix, change, or give advice. Without judgment. That is the most important thing you can do, that they know you're there, that they feel safe, that encourages them to talk about how they're feeling, not just keeping it all bottled up inside. And when you're doing that, it's about being patient. It's about giving them time to find the words. So don't jump in and fill in the gaps, because that's also what we want to do. We want to jump in. It's our discomfort, not theirs. So again, it's about learning to realize what is yours and what is theirs, what is making you feel uncomfortable. Sometimes it might be that you're not so much you're depressed, but you haven't also expressed or admitted to some really deep feelings that you have. Because at some point or other, you may have had depression, but not wanted to admit it, or you may have owned it and you may have gone there again. Because I just went there again, and I have to say I was completely thrown. I didn't expect to go there again. I thought, well, I dealt with it, and I had a lot of shame around that and found it hard to reach out at first. Then when I did realize that my loved ones and friends didn't always know how to hold me at first, but I didn't know how to ask either. So that's really, really important. Considering what I've been through, what I share on my YouTube as a holistic counselor, and coming from my own lived experience and all the healing that I've done. So never underestimate your experiences, all right? Don't put words into their mouths. God, it's so easy to jump in. It's so easy to not have that pregnant silence. We want to jump into that. It's about how can you just sit there. It's called active listening. It's called deep listening, and just being there, holding space, because sometimes that's all they need, all right? And try and make it better, because by doing that, all you're doing is they're going to go, oh yes, and think that's not what I'm feeling, but they're not giving me the chance to be able to talk about that, all right? So remember, it's your discomfort, your potential lack of understanding. So again, learn about depression. What does that mean? So it does make a world of difference for someone knowing that there's a kind, loving, and understanding ear there for them. Knowing they can reach out whenever they want. So let's come straight to this, because I'm now talking. Before I do that, Confucius said, it doesn't matter how slow you go as long as you don't stop. And that is what you're going to be supporting with. So let's look at some useful phrases. I'm sorry you're feeling this way, but know I am here for you. And you might need to say that numerous times, all right? Because sometimes they don't hear it at first, or don't believe it, or don't trust it. Another thing is, I can't imagine how you feel, but I'm here for you if you need me. So you're being honest and open, because it might be you can't imagine, you don't know, all right? I care about you. So just by being there and just saying those 3-4 words, I care about you, makes a huge difference. That really can go in. So again, repeat some of these things if you need to. I know things are difficult right now, but I believe in you. Someone believing in you makes a big, big difference. They might not at first, but slowly that will sink in. I believe in you. I know when my psychologist said that to me, or helped me believe that, made such a difference. It gave me a strength to be able to know I will come through this. There is hope for me to do this. I am here to listen. I am here to listen. Then if they stop or pause, wait for a moment and then say, tell me more. Get them talking more. Allow them to open up, divulge what they're really feeling. You're not alone. They're not alone. You're not alone. You forget that when you're in that bad space. You feel really isolated and alone. No one there for you. Everyone else is happy by you. Also tell them it's okay to feel this way. It is okay. We're not taught to have these deep feelings of depression, anxiety, anger, resentment, because all that can come into it, that deep feeling of not feeling enough. We're always meant to be happy, happy clacky, happy families, I'm fine. So, you know, it's okay to feel this way. Tell them you are enough. You are enough. Right in that moment, even when at the deepest of despair, you are enough. That gives them something to hold on to. I know it gave me that. Because you're still you. You are still you. You are in there, deep within. You are still you. There's just something happening that is making you feel that you're not. All right? And that gives them hope. There is hope. There is hope. I know for me, when I was at my darkest, I found that quite difficult. There is hope because I couldn't see it or feel it or visualize it. But something then did register. There is hope. There is that little light at the end of the tunnel. There is something there. Saying to someone, now I found this a little bit difficult too, but I'm going to say it to you. I know you're strong enough to get through this. Breathe that in. I know you're strong enough to get through this. I needed to hear that numerous times. You're doing really great. Sounds bizarre, but they are doing really great. You are doing really great. Sometimes someone just getting out of bed is doing really great. Getting dressed, getting out is really great. Now remember, say to someone, asking for help is a sign of strength. It is a sign of strength. Often we feel it's weak, we feel pathetic, we feel vulnerable, you know, all those sort of things, but it's a sign of strength. And say to someone when they're really feeling in that state and can't express themselves, I can see how much you're hurting now. If I acknowledge that someone's being witnessed, they're being seen, you are hurting now, and they just go, yes, I am, and yes, and it's okay. I'm sorry that you're having a tough time. Yeah, it is tough. That is their reality right then. Not yours, but it's their reality. I will reach out again tomorrow to see if there's anything you need. Keep doing that. Because I know I couldn't. People won't reach out initially. They won't. So just reach out again, whichever way, whether it be through text messaging, which I mentioned in the previous video, whether it be through a message, just somewhere that they know, oh, there it is. And then acknowledging, sorry that you're having a particularly bad day. Because today you might be having a bad day. Yesterday you didn't, tomorrow you may not. And I found that a few people said to me, oh, but you were all right yesterday. Yes, I may have been, but I'm not today. So it's about not taking their reality away from them, not pulling the rug from out of them, because today it might be a bad day. And for them, it is a bad day. Another great question to ask is, how are you managing today? Because that'll get them thinking, well, what am I doing? What am I not doing? What do I need to do still? You know, and then you can ask, what can I do to help you today? Giving them that support. Well, what can I do if you're not managing? What can I do to help you? Okay. This creates a beautiful, supportive and positive environment for them. It's also positive in your communication, and it builds trust, love, acceptance between you and your loved one, which is really, really important. And it really does encourage them to share their thoughts and feelings with you. Again, as I said in the previous one, support them, get them help if they really need it. Keep reminding them that, all right? And it's also showing them that they're not defined by their depression. It's easy to feel that you're defined. You've got this label and that's defined and that is it. No, it's not. You can come through, all right? Okay, and I'm going to put here a link to a lovely short guided meditation that I've done, is to find those moments of joy when you can't. I know when my partner was going through a really difficult time, we had lucky he's alive, sort of one of those moments, and we hit depression, we hit all that. It was still how to find those moments of joy, just without it being platitudes, without it being trying to be positive. I'll put that link there too, all right? And again, you might like to even write those out. You might even like to write some of these things out so people can see it and have a little special notebook as a reminder, because all these little things help, all right? Thank you for witnessing me. Please share, subscribe to get the next ones. Place a comment in there because the more we talk, the more we feel comfortable, the more we can support each other and also support yourself if you've got going through that or will maybe have gone through that experience yourself. Thank you.